I'm here all day. Why not, Troy? I'm streaming live.
You're streaming live?
Yes, sir.
Do you do all the games?
Every game.
And do they all get archived on?
So
They know all games?
Yeah, they're all
And
even.
everything saved on YouTube?
Yeah, even from last year.
That's amazing. That's so great.
You want to share the link of the video? I'm streaming right now. So
You're streaming right now?
Yeah.
And you want to send it to my mom? She was going to drive up.
Where are you streaming?
What's that?
Yeah, where are you streaming?
I'm in Montreal.
Oh, you're in Montreal?
Yeah, my
West
son.
Island?
Yeah, my son's
no.
Yeah. Yeah, he's playing his first games.
Yeah.
My folks are in Kingston, Ontario, so she was going to
some 241 days ago, we had our last broadcast of Kahnawake Hunters Lacrosse. Welcome to the 2025 season. Aduni branded Bordeaux U-Jets, and of course Kahnawake Hunters Lacrosse on Baby Blue Memories is brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, as well as Burning Leaf and Mohawk Super Bingo. It's our third season of doing this. We really hope that you're enjoying the broadcast as much as we enjoy bringing them to you. Game number 1 of 20 on the season, and the first of 4 to start the year off for the Hunters on the road. They'll be in Nepean next Thursday, and on the road Saturday and Sunday next week, 8 and 9 days away from now, in Newmarket and West Durham, respectively. Having a look at today's starting netminders, in goal for the Griffins is Logan Pike, the Junior C goalie of the year last year for the Cornwall Celtics, now in his first full season in goal for the Griffins. And meanwhile, for the Kahnawake Hunters, Casey Lahash will get the call between the pipes. Of course, he was big in propelling the defending Eastern Conference champions all the way to the OJBLL final. Brandon Francis, Brett Bucktooth, Thunder Jacobson, Gunaweo Dion, the coaches for the Hunters. Leighton Bawberry getting set to dig in for the Hunters. This opening faceoff brought to you by Burning Leaf. And Darius Jones picks it up. And Jones is away, getting one up. Of course, Darius played a couple of games last season for the Hunters while he was still midget aged, and now in his first full season as a Kahnawake Hunter. Hunters in black, Gloucester in white, Cayman Divo. Swings it out. Shot fake. There's a bouncer, and that's kicked out by Pike. Turning away, Saganu Guatsuruyanis Rice. 30 seconds gone by. Swung out. Rice. Swings it up top to Owen Rice. Owen Rice and Suggo Rice, of course, the top 2 point getters for the Hunters last season. Cayman slips and falls. 10 seconds to shoot. Divo tied up, tiptoes around the line, stays out of the crease. Swung up. Owen Rice has 4 seconds. Fires. Pad save made. And that'll stay in play in the Hunters down to press 30. Nega Albany is out there out of retirement, and he misses the pass. Swung out to Dylan Martin. Martin kicks it out. 12 to shoot. There's a drive, and Pike making 4 saves on this possession. And Cayman Divo is on it. Had it taken away by Gloucester, but Casey Lahash is on it now. Ball got deflected into the stick of Cayman Divo, and he'll swing it out and go to the bench for a change. 5th straight possession here for the Hunters, or 5th opportunity on this possession. Owen Rice shoots, shoulder save made by Pike. And the Griffins come back. Passes behind the intended target, Lucas Galt, and Casey Lahash picks it up. Lahash bounces one over to Marcus Divo. 3 goals in the OJBLL final last season for Marcus, the rookie, who is now in his 2nd full season of duty with the Hunters. Leighton Bomberry swings it out. There's a strive, and that's not on. Goes on a play. Kahnawake turns it over, and the Griffins will have possession. Near side, it's Owen Gregory. Tobias Formanak. Far side. Look out, here's a chance. Oh, big save, rebound, score! Josh Morrison buries the rebound, and the Griffins strike first. It's 1-0 Gloucester. Gloucester on a goal from Josh Morrison, and the Griffins control off this draw. And that strips good hard work. the Hunters. Shot clock is down to 8. Comes in, Pike the save, a rebound. And we've got a possession call coming up to the Griffins, so the Hunters will gain possession. 1-0 Gloucester. Shots on goal unofficially 7-2 for the Hunters, but Gloucester up by 1 where it matters most. Played up the floor and the pass is too far. Casey out of his net. Jones can't knock it away. Out in front, pass is broken up and intercepted by Dehander Aquinoni. Here he comes. Back in transition. Shot over the top of the goal, not on. A rebound corralled by the Griffins. One Kahnawake back. And Gloucester brings it back up. 16:05 left to go in period 1. 1-0 lead for Gloucester. Tiger Stacey. Near side. Kiki. Shot. Score. Cody Brown. And it is 2-0 Griffins. Off the face-off, the Griffins have now won back-to-back draws. Near side. Jones trying to cut his man off and they score! Wes Geeky takes it right to the house. And the Griffins have smacked the Hunters for 3 in the first 4, 33 to go up 3-0. Timeout Kahnawake. This timeout is brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the team at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, located right at the bottom of Blind Ladies Hill. And I'll have to say, right now the Hunters are a little shell-shocked and they're going to change goalies. So Kiggs Shognosh, who was acquired just a couple of weeks ago, is now coming in for Casey Lahash. This goaltender's change is brought to you by Burning Leaf Convenience, located on Route 138 right across from Goodleaf's Auto. So a goaltending change, 4:33 in. And look how the Hunters win the draw. Owen Rice all alone. Pike the save. Darius Jones picks it up. Bomberry going to the bench. Oh, and Pike has come up big in the early going as well for Gloucester. Cayman Dibo out in front. Owen Rice can't handle the pass. Darius Jones picks it back up. Jones out in front, tried to thread the needle. That pass is broken up. Comes free to the near side wall. 10 to shoot. Out in front it comes. There's a drive and another save by Pike. Back comes Gloucester. 3-0 lead for the Griffins in the early going. Back up top it goes. St. Denis swings it down low, and there's a save made. As Formashek was shut down by Shognosh, who's in for Casey Lahash. Goaltending change made after the Griffins scored their third goal. That was at the 3:30 mark. Still plenty of time, 54 plus minutes left, but the Hunters got to start waking up soon, you figure. Owen Rice around the screen, swings it in front. Martin, post! They hold it Dibo, back out to Owen Rice. Rice around the screen, fire, score! Rice with a howitzer, and Kahnawake on the board. It's 3-1. And that is what the Kahnawake Hunters need more of. And we've got a holding call coming up as Gregory busting through. Delayed call on the Hunters. Pike goes to the bench. Gloucester got 7. They have 7. Oh, they didn't get caught. The Gloucester Griffins had 7 on there. They didn't get caught. Shot clock is down to 10. Out up top. And finally the penalty is called. Kahnawake Albany is going to go to the sin bin for, I believe, a hold. Holding indeed is the call, so that means it's time for a Mohawk Super Bingo. Find the Queen Hunters penalty kill. First power play for either team in both this game and of course this season. Gloucester leading it by a count of 3-1. There's 13:23 left to go in the first. Owen Rice with the goal for the Hunters, and singles for the Griffins, Cody Brown, Josh Morrison, and Wes Geeky. Gloucester setting up here. They got 3 righties out there, so a righty heavy formation. Out in front. Save made. Shognosh. A rebound. Shognosh turns that away as well. Hunters pick it up. And Kahnawake brings it in. This is Jensen White taking his time. Owen Rice, 14 to shoot, and 1:20 to go on the penalty. Owen Rice swings it out. Boom! Shot not on. Rebound corralled by the Griffins as Lucas Galt corrals that Lucy. Rosa back out. 1 minute gone by in the penalty to Albany. Kahnawake Albany. Back up top, there's a drive and a save made. Rebound, Shognosh is on it. Shognosh. Up the floor, and that is caught at center and brought in by Stout. Stout gets it out. Shot clock is down to 10. Owen Rice tiptoes along the line, gets it out. Rice gets it, shoots, and he's starred aside by Pike. Griffins are on it. 17 seconds to go in the penalty. 3-1 lead for the Griffins. Gloucester started this game off on a 3-0 run. Back out, there's a drive, Shognosh with the shoulder save. Fresh 30 for the Griffins. Penalty to Albany is over. Down low. And the Hunters going to revert back to man, and that's patted aside. Jones picks up the rebound, and Darris had it knocked out of his stick. Pick back up, he goes down, threw it out, but the Griffins corral it, and a fresh 30 now coming up for Gloucester. 11 minutes to go in the first. Geeky knocked off the ball, picked up by Jones, and he got dumped in front of us. And we got a penalty coming up, and Gloucester will take it. Morrison going to the sin bin for a high stick, and for the first time this season, it's time for a Mohawk Super Bingo. Find the Queen Hunters power play. Kahnawake 1 for 1 on the penalty kill. Making it 1 for 1 on the power play would be huge. Darris Jones doing a good job. He took a big hit earlier and then took a follow-up hit and still kept his feet going. Cayman Dibo at the top here on this man advantage. Rice. Back up to Dibo. Albany, Dehahande Albany, and Saganu Watsunu Yannis Rice. Cayman. Up top, there's a shot. And that is iron, that's off the iron. Pike got a piece of it and then it hit the iron. Up the floor, broken up and stolen. Owen Rice with Suggle Rice. And Owen will drag it out. Owen Rice, Cayman Dibo. Owen, Martin, back to Rice, over to Cayman Dibo. Dehahande Albany, Came in, shoots, pad save, rebound, score! Sogonu Guatsunu Yanis Rice cashes in on the rebound. The Hunters have hit the jackpot just like you can by playing Find the Queen at Mohawk Super Bingo. Head on over to Super Bingo. The draws are held every Sunday for you to have a chance to find your lucky lady. Hunters cut the lead down to 3-2 on that power play goal. And it's 3-2, but Gregory picks up the draw. So the Hunters have answered back with 2 in a row here. Down low, score. And a penalty coming up to Darius Jones after the play. We've got a timeout. One of the Griffins are injured after taking a shot from Jones. I believe that is Wes Geeky who scored. Or I think it's Cam Monders, sorry, number 8. The Griffins go up 4-2, and they will go to work on a power play. So we got an injury on the floor this time out, brought to you by Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness. Want to look and feel your best? Trust the team at Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, located at the bottom of Blind Ladies Hill. Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness since 2022. Looking at the upcoming Kahnawake Hunters TV schedule, will be live each and every single game, home and away this season. Coming up next Thursday on the road, the Hunters will visit the Nepean Knights over at Howard Darwin Arena. And then next weekend, the Hunters visit the Newmarket Redbirds. It's a new team, not the Saints, the Redbirds. Same team, different name. And then the West Durham Ironheads. The Hunters will roll into West Durham on Sunday. That'll be at the Ajax Recreation Center. Well, Cam Monders appears to be all right. That is a 5-minute major on Darius Jones. So the Griffins will have a power play here for 5 minutes. This power play or penalty kill for the Hunters is brought to you by Find the Queen at Mohawk Super Bingo. Of course, the draws are held every single Sunday on Zoom. Kahnawake trailing by a count of 4-2. That is big for the Griffins. The Hunters just scored a second goal to make it 3-2. Gloucester wins the draw and scores right after that, and now they go to work on the power play. 9:38 left to go. Geeky, down low. Morrison, back out. Shot off the pass, the rebound. Fresh 30 Gloucester. Here's a shot, shoulder save, rebound. Van Domelen. Santegayantu, Van Domelen cleared his man out after it, but the Griffins still got the rebound. Brown swings it out. Tyler Daibo pressuring high. Right behind the goal. There's a bouncer not on. And that'll go into the Hunters bench. And the Hunters will have possession. 8:53 to go in period 1. Owen Rice taking his time. And now he will get over. And Gloucester on a 5-minute power play here, so they will not be in any hurry. You get 2 on the major, or 2 goals on the major, but Jones will have to sit the rest of the time in the box. And Gloucester's on it. Oh. A penalty. the Griffins went careening, trying to send Owen into next week. And that looked like one of those WWE moves where you're in the WWE Royal Rumble and you try to eliminate your opponent by back body dropping him over the top rope. And I think there are going to be simultaneous fouls here. That is the indication, but who's going to get what is the question. So Owen got the initial call, and then the Gloucester Griffin that came in after him was sent flying. You ever see the Mighty Ducks 3 when the guy goes after Dean Portman and Portman bends down and the guy just goes somersaulting over the top of him? That's kind of what happened, Jay, there. So they're going to gather things up here, and the Griffin's going to get a two. Still nothing on the board for Rice. It's 2. Okay, so it'll be a 4-on-3 power play here for 8:20. So that's timeout. Brought to you by, of course, Burning Leaf. Check them out on Route 138, right across Goodley Autumn. There's a shot, shoulder save game. That's all good. And a rebound corralled by Geeky. Back out. Shot fake, down low. Quick stick, save made, Shotgun. Griffins are on it. Zane Chief moving up on the pressure on this PK. 4-on-3 power play for Gloucester. Broken up nicely by the Hunters. Shot clock still at 15. Griffins still with time. Played out in front. There's a drive, and Shognos has the ball. Tiger Stacy rolls it for Cayman Divo. Hunter's got to get it over. And he didn't get it over. So 55 seconds left in the 4-on-3, and then it'll be a 5-on-4, a more conventional power play. But it's a major, so the Griffins could use that to their advantage. Comes out. Shot off the back of Tyler Diver. Scooped up by the Hunters. Up the floor. Breakaway pass. And that's Marcus Dibo getting a shot off, and he was turned aside. Back he comes. And that's broken up. Good stick by Stout. You could say Stout defense. Back up top. There's a drive and a goal. Zach McLean, power play goal. And it is 5-2 Gloucester. Griffins, of course, still on a power play, so once again, it is a Mohawk Super Bingo Find the Queen Kahnawake penalty kill. Bomberry fished it out, and it's corralled. Divo straddles the screening line. Griffins got a power play goal on the major, so they could still get another. 1:20 left on the 5-minute major to Darius Jones. Shot clock down to 4. Owen Rice scores! Owen Rice has double dipped here in this first period. He's got his second of the game. It is 5-3, and it's a short A. 2-goal game once again. Oh, right into there. That's just a simple play for the Hunters. Shot clock down to 4 seconds. You're shorthanded. Everyone go to the bench. Owen Rice has an open shot. I mean, out of all the players to leave open on this team, that's not the guy you want if you're Gloucester. And of course, everything that the Hunters would want, as Owen Rice has made this a 2-goal game. It's 5-3. Still 55 seconds left in the major. 12 seconds to shoot. Kamen. 5 seconds to shoot. Daibo lost his stick. And the Griffins corral it. 5:10 remaining here in this first period. This will probably be the last possession of the power play. Here's a drive, and that's patted aside. Bounced out, Griffins corral it. And I stand corrected because Gloucester once again will have a chance here. Penalty clock down to 10. Near side. Here's a drive, and Shognosh makes the save. Shognosh with the home run pass. Intercepted, and the penalty is over. Jones out of the sin bin, but Gloucester does have the ball. 5-3 lead for the Griffins. Good stick. And the Hunters corral it. Marcus Daibo ran into a stick. Oh. Back on the Griffins, 2-on-1. Save made. Rebound, Hunters are on it. Behind your Duckwood Norton. Trying to find the handle, and he knocks it free. He's got it. 2-on-1. Norton with Marcus Daibo. Marcus Daibo shoots. Save by Pike. And that'll be a possession call. Gloucester ball. Or, no, the Hunters get it. Sorry. I was going to say possession call on Gloucester, giving it to the Hunters. Owen Rice. He's got 2 goals. In possession. Rice on the near side. Plays it out to Suganu Yanis. Rice. He fires a howitzer. Not on. Shot clock down to 10. Kamen Daibo with the ball out in front. Pass handcuffed the man. A backhander. Not on. Shot clock down to 5. Hit a body. Corral to the front of the Griffins bench. And Gloucester's on it. What? Okay. They're just trying to figure out why the shot clock went off. All right, referees are giving them a manual count. And that's broken up nearly. Near side, far side it goes. There's a drive, save it. No, deflected, not on. Shot clock violation. Darius Jones picks it up and gets it out to Stout. Stout in possession. 2:40 to go. Stout swings it over to Rice. That's Albany, sorry. Penalty coming up to Gloucester. And there goes Shognosh. He's going to the bench. Extra attacker out for Kahnawake. Suganu Yanis. Bomberry. Shot clock at 7. Darius Jones picks it up. Martin driving. Not on. And it's time for a Mohawk Super Bingo Find the Queen Hunters power play. They are 1-for-1 on the man advantage. And there goes Shognosh. He's going to the bench. Extra attacker out for Kahnawake. Hoping to get another one here before this period comes to an end. It's 5-3 with 2:20 remaining here in period 1. Martin driving. Not on. And it's time for a Mohawk Super Bingo Find the Queen Hunters power play. Join us next Thursday when the Hunters take on the Nepean Knights. That'll be an 8 p.m. start, and then we're in both Newmarket and West Durham for that GTA trip. First GTA trip of the season. Owen Rice swings it out. Out in front, came in, Daibo score! Came in, Daibo allowed to walk 3 in front, and that is a great recipe for the Hunters. They have found their lucky lady just like you can by playing Find the Queen at Mohawk Super Bingo. Power play goal, and it's 5-4. Hunters 2 for 2 on the power play thus far.
And that is a great recipe for the Hunters. They have
I'm Brandon Bordeaux for Baby Blue Memories on both the microphone and the camera. So please forgive me if my camera work is a little bit flawed. Griffins win the draw. Near side.
Hunters 2 for 2 on the power play.
This is Morrison. Back out. McLean pops it out. And he'll cut to the goal. To Morrison. Morrison got a screen, fires, and that's stopped by Sognos. A rebound left. Deflects on and takes the shot. Inside. Bounced over. Look out, Jones! Ran right into oncoming traffic. And he'll cut to the goal. And pops it out for Cayman Diamond. Morrison got a screen, fires, and that's stopped by Sognos. A rebound. Ball's fumbled, that's Petrie. Alvin. Going to the goal, popped out to Bomberry. There's a shot. Save made. Rebound! Save in time! Martin got stoned. Last minute of play up this first period. And we've got a penalty coming up to the Hunters. Penalty coming up to the Hunters. Down to the last 14 on the shot clock. 44 in the period. Out in front. Ball's dropped. And we've got a penalty coming up to the Hunters. Sognos to save. And interference is the call. So interference on Dylan Martin. It's time for a Mohawk Super Bingo Find the Queen. Hunters penalty kill. We're down to the last 29.7. Shot clock is no longer a factor. 5-4 for Gloucester. And interference is the call. So interference on Dylan Martin. It's time for and the Griffins are obviously not going to be in any hurry. We're down to the last 29. Not pulling the goalie though. They're going to keep it at a 5-on-4 advantage. This isn't like hockey where you pull that goalie out and you get a 6-on-4. It's better than a 5-on-4. You would keep 5 here and then 1 at center if you needed it. Your side, shot, post! First period is over. An entertaining first period of play, not exactly one that you want to see as a defensive coach. 9 goals combined, 5 for Gloucester, 4 for Kahnawake, and that's where we stand here after the opening 20 minutes of play. You're watching Hunters Lacrosse on Baby Blue Memories, brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo, Pearl Spa Beauty and Wellness, as well as Burning Leaf. We're coming right back in 10 minutes time. Play, not exactly one that you want to see as a defensive coach. 9 goals combined, 5 for Gloucester, 4 for Kahnawake, and that's where we stand here after the opening 20 minutes of play. You're watching.